Namaste Gurkulians. I hope all of you are fit and fine at your home. This is our next video lecture of unit structure of atom class 11. In the last lecture we have studied all about the spectrum, emission spectrum, absorption spectrum and hydrogen spectrum. In hydrogen spectrum there are different number of the lines which are grouped together, radiations are emitted which are known as Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett and Puffin. These lines are obtained. So today our lecture is very important. We are going to discuss our next topic is Bohr's model. It is very important. Bohr's model of atom. This model is given by Niels Bohr and main postulates of this model are given here. So main postulates of this model are as. According to this model, first point is an atom consists of a heavy charged body in the center called as the nucleus. An atom consists of a charged body, charged heavy body in the center called as nucleus. This heavy charged body is called as the nucleus. This is the first postulates of the Bohr's model. Second postulates, electron revolve around the nucleus. Electron revolves around the nucleus electron revolves around the nucleus in which orbits which have in that orbits which have fixed energy, which have fixed energy means electron revolve around the nucleus in those orbit, उन orbits के अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन रिवॉल्व करेगा जिनके अंदर एनर्जी क्या रहेगी फिक्स. सभी ऑर्बिट्स के अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन रिवॉल्व नहीं करेगा. दिस इज द पॉइंट ऑफ डिफरेंस फ्रॉम द रदरफोर्ड मॉडल एंड द बोहर मॉडल. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज सेम फॉर दिस nucleus. It is also tell by the Rutherford in its model, a central heavy charged body that is called as the nucleus. And second point, electron will revolve only those orbits which have the fixed amount of energy. These orbits which have fixed amount of energy are called as discrete orbitals of energy, means they have fixed amount of energy. For hydrogen atom, energy can be calculated. For hydrogen atom energy can be calculated. En will be equal to minus 2 pi square Me4 by n square and h square. Here m is mass of electron, E is charge on electron and H is Planck's constant. So according to Bohr model, the energy is calculated by using this relation 2 pi square Me4 over n square into h square. When we put these value in this formula, then energy come out to be 21.8 10 to the power minus 90 over n square joule per atom. When we convert, when we put values of these m, e, pi, h, then it come out to be joule per atom. Another formula for the energy, it is also equal to minus 13.6 electron volt per atom by n square. N is the number of cell. It can also be written as minus 1312 by n square kilojoule per mole. These are the relations of energy which are find out from the Bohr's model of atom for the hydrogen atom. In hydrogen atom, energy can be calculated by these four relations. It is kilojoule per mole. Electron revolve around the nucleus in different orbits, and these orbits can be written designated by the K, L, M, N, etc. And these are also named as 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our nucleus. Electron revolve around the nucleus in different orbits. These are the orbits which have discrete form of energy. These are represented as K, L, M, and also written as 1, 2, and 3. We can easily see that energy is negative. Means when we move from outside the nucleus से बाहर जाएंगे, then energy will increasing. How it will increasing? Let's take जैसे जैसे न्यूक्लियस से हम बाहर की साइड जाएंगे अलग अलग ऑर्बिट्स के अंदर एनर्जी हमारी क्या होगी, इट विल इंक्रीजेज. व्हेन वी पुट फॉर्मूला फॉर द एनर्जी वी हैव सीन दैट इज 1312 ओवर n square kilojoule per mole in the minus when this is according to the Bohr model nucleus, and these are the different cells in which electron revolve. This is the first cell, second cell, third cell, fourth cell, or we can also say that K, L, M, and N. When we take energy for the first, even when n is equal to 1, then energy is minus 1312 by 1 square, and it come out to be minus 1312 kilojoule per mole. In the second, when n is equal to 2, second orbit, energy will be E2 is equal to minus 1312 by 2 square. It come out to be 1312 minus by 4. When we solve, it come out to be minus 328 kilojoule per mole. In the next, when n is equal to 3, E3 is equal to minus 1312 by 3 square, and it is divided by 9. It come out to be minus 145.8 kilojoule per mole. This is the energy for the different cell. For the first cell, energy 1312 kilojoule. For the second, minus 320, minus 140. When n is equal to 4, then E4, it will be equal to minus 1312 over 4 square, and it can be written as 16. So it come out to be after 16, it is minus 82 kilojoule per mole. These are the energies in the different levels of energy in the first cell, second cell, third cell, and fourth cell. So you can easily see that energy is continuously increasing as we move from outside the nucleus, because this is the numerical value increases but sign is negative. This numerical value increases in the decreases in the negative value. So total amount of energy continuously goes on increasing as we move outside from the nucleus. We can also see that the difference between the energy of the first cell to the second cell, it come out to be 984 kilojoule. This is 984 kilojoule per mole, means difference in the energy of the first level and in the second cell. First cell and second cell में energy का difference 984 kilojoule per mole. In the second cell it is 182.2 kilojoule of difference in the energy of second and third, and in case of the third it will come out to be 0.83 and it is 6. It is 63.8 kilojoule per mole. You can see that the difference of energy it will decreases, means first level to the second level energy increases highly. Difference is 980, बहुत ज़्यादा increase हुआ. But when we move from second level to third level, then energy increases by this difference. It is less than very less, and in the third case it is also decreases. So energy is decreasing when we start from the nucleus towards the next cell, but the increase in energy will decreases. Yeah, difference of the increase in energy is decreasing. This is the main postulate for the energy of the Bohr model of atom from the hydrogen atom. We can also calculate energy for hydrogen like species. This is for the hydrogen atom, and we can also calculate energy for the hydrogen like species. As we know that formula of energy is minus 2 pi square me4 over n square into h square. Then for hydrogen like species we multiply it by z square. Hydrogen like means lithium plus 2 and helium plus 1. Here Z is, what is Z? Z is the atomic number of element. So we can calculate energy for the different atoms which are like hydrogen, means which have the one electron. This is according to the Bohr model. We can also calculate radius from the Bohr model in the different cells. Radius in the different cells we can calculate it by Rn. Rn means radius in the nth cell. It will be R naught into n square by z. N is which cell? This cell का हमें radius calculate करना है. This is n. So we can calculate radius from this. R naught is 0.0529 nanometer. Radius for this. So we can calculate radius of any cell. It is 0.0529 into n square by z. First we can calculate energy. Second we can calculate radius from Bohr model. Third we can also calculate velocity. Velocity is equal to v naught into z by n. This is the point of velocity, where v naught is equal to 2.188 into 10 to the power 8 centimeter per second. So velocity of an orbital in the velocity of an electron in the nth cell is equal to 2.188 into 10 to the power 8 into z by n. We can also calculate this. This is formula for the velocity of the electron in the nth cell. This is formula for the radius, and this is formula for the energy. So we can calculate energy, radius and velocity of electron in the any cell by using the Bohr model of atom. Next, our third postulate of the Bohr model is electron in an atom can have contain definite or discrete value of energy. It means if the electron is present in any cell, it has the definite amount of energy. Third postulate is electron have definite amount of energy. Definite amount of energy, or we can also say that these are integral multiple of energy. Fourth point is angular momentum of electron which are revolving in angular momentum of electron which are revolving in the different cells is integral multiple of h by 2 pi. What is angular momentum? Angular momentum is mass velocity into r. R is the radius, and if velocity is this, then it will be simple momentum is mv, and this is the perpendicular distance of the tangential velocity. So we can mvr is equal to nh upon 2 pi. This is fourth postulate. For the first cell, when n is equal to 1, then momentum is h upon 2 pi. For the second cell, it is 2h by 2 pi, and for the third, 3h by 2 pi, and so on. So we can say that angular momentum is integral multiple of this. Now our next fifth. Next postulates of Bohr model is electron revolve in a specific cell do not radiate energy or do not lose energy, as this is the drawback of Rutherford model. When electron move in the specific orbit, जैसे उसकी इस चीज़ को रदरफोर्ड एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाया था, मान लो इलेक्ट्रॉन इस ऑर्बिट में रिवॉल्व कर रहा है, तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन अपनी फिक्स एनर्जी के साथ इसी ऑर्बिट में मूव करता रहेगा. इट विल नॉट लूज एनर्जी. ड्रॉबैक ऑफ रदरफोर्ड मॉडल यही तो था. जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या है, जब किसी ऑर्बिट में मूव कर रहा था तो वो कंटिन्यूसली एक्सिलरेट हो रहा है, और एक्सिलरेशन की वजह से वो एनर्जी को लूज कर रहा था. तो उसके ड्रॉबैक में ये आया था कि वो कंटिन्यूसली लूज करेगा तो वो एट लास्ट न्यूक्लियस के अंदर एंटर हो जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो क्या है कि स्पाइरल पाथ को फॉलो करेगा. बट ऐसा नहीं है. अकॉर्डिंग टू बोहर, ही से इलेक्ट्रॉन रिवॉल्व इन ऑर्बिट विद fixed energy. It will not lose energy because energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So electron move in specific cell with fixed amount of energy. Last postulates of Bohr model of atom is energy is emitted or absorbed by the electron only when we supply energy. By the discharge, मान लेते हैं हमने कोई एटम लिया, एटम के अंदर हमने डिस्चार्ज पोटेंशियल अप्लाई किया, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन एनर्जी को क्या करेंगे, एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे, और एनर्जी एब्जॉर्ब करके इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या है, लोअर एनर्जी लेवल से हायर एनर्जी लेवल्स में क्या हो जाएंगे, शिफ्ट होंगे. इसी के लिए हम देख लेते हैं, मान लो इलेक्ट्रॉन हमारा यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट है, वी कंसीडर अवर इलेक्ट्रॉन इन दिस सेल, देन वी सप्लाई एनर्जी, दिस इज अवर एच न्यू, देन दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन एब्जॉर्ब एनर्जी एंड शिफ्टेड इनटू हायर एनर्जी लेवल. मान लो इलेक्ट्रॉन फिर कहाँ पर आ गया, यहाँ पर. सो इट विल शिफ्ट फ्रॉम हेयर टू हेयर विद द एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ एनर्जी. लेट द एनर्जी हेयर इज E1 एंड हेयर एनर्जी इज E2. दिस इज द एक्साइटेड स्टेट फॉर द इलेक्ट्रॉन बाय द एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ एनर्जी. As you know, excited state time period of the electron is very low, so you can say that this electron will come back into its ground state. So the difference in energy delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, which will equal to h nu. So we can calculate frequency from here. So frequency come out to be delta E by h. And we can also calculate wavelength as delta E is equal to h nu. H nu means hc or lambda. So lambda come out to be hc by delta E or E2 minus E1. These are the main postulates of the Bohr's model of atom. So it can main point of Bohr model is it can explain stability of the atom. Stability of the atom means electron revolve around the nucleus in discrete energy levels. Second point, it can explain the line spectrum of hydrogen atom, and it can also explain to calculate the energy in the different cells. We can calculate in the second postulate. We have discussed about the energy. En is equal to minus 13.6 by n square electron volt per atom. This is the energy of the electron in the different cells. So these are the main postulates, but there are some drawbacks are also present. These drawbacks are Bohr model is unable to explain the line spectra. इसने हाइड्रोजन एटम जिसमें क्या है सिंगल इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट था उसके लिए लाइन स्पेक्ट्रा को एक्सप्लेन किया, बट बोहर मॉडल वाज अनेबल टू एक्सप्लेन द लाइन स्पेक्ट्रा फॉर द मल्टी इलेक्ट्रॉन एटम. मल्टी इलेक्ट्रॉन मीन्स जिसमें क्या है एक से ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन हमारे प्रेजेंट है. दिस इज द मेन ड्रॉबैक ऑफ द बोहर मॉडल. सेकेंड, it is unable to explain about the spectral lines in case of the Zeeman effect and the Stark effect in the magnetic field and electric field. Third point of drawback, Bohr model was unable to explain the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which we will discuss in the next video lectures. And Bohr model is also unable to explain the de Broglie equation. De Broglie lambda is equal to h by mv. So these are the main drawbacks of the Bohr's model. So this is all about the Bohr model. These are the main postulates, what are its merits and what are its demerits. तो हम इस पे एक दो न्यूमेरिकल देख लेते हैं. So our first numerical based on the Bohr model of atom. Let's start. Calculate the energy associated with the first orbit of helium plus. With first orbit of helium plus. हमें क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? एनर्जी एसोसिएटेड विद फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट ऑफ He प्लस. एंड व्हाट इज द रेडियस ऑफ दिस ऑर्बिट? व्हाट इज radius of this orbit? So you can easily calculate by using the formula of energy from the Bohr model of atom, and it will come out to be energy in joule per atom. It is minus 21.8 10 to the power minus 19 over n square. It is joule per atom. This is energy. Here we also multiply by z square by n square. This is joule per atom. This is the formula for the calculation of energy Z for the helium. Atomic number for the helium is 2 and n in the first orbit. So value of n will come out to be 1. Second part of question is what is the radius of this orbit? So the Rn is equal to 0.0529 into n square by z. N is equal to 1, z is equal to 2. So you can calculate it from here, n square by z. So here energy come out to be minus 21.8 10 to the power minus 19 into z square. It is 4 over n square is 1. So you can multiply it. It come out to be 32. It come out to be 87.2. हाँ, minus into 10 to the power minus 19. It can also be written as 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule per atom. And the radius can be calculated n square by z. So it is Rn is equal to 0.0529 n. 1 का square by z is 2. So you can calculate radius. Rn is equal to, this radius come out in nanometer. So it is divided by 2, 0.02645. This is the radius. So you can easily calculate radius and energy of the first orbit of helium with the help of Bohr model of atom. Another numerical based on Bohr model of atom, it is also important numerical. According to this numerical, to which orbit the electron the electron in the hydrogen atom will jump in the hydrogen atom will jump on absorbing 12.1 electron volt of energy. On absorbing 12.1 electron volt of energy. This is also important question. Solution, हमसे पूछा क्या गया है, to which orbit electron in the hydrogen atom. One means we have to calculate the orbit in which electron will jump. मीन्स हमें क्या करना है, इलेक्ट्रॉन हमारा ग्राउंड स्टेट में प्रेजेंट था, हमने उसको एनर्जी सप्लाई की, कितनी एनर्जी सप्लाई की, इट इज 12.1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट इन विच ऑर्बिट दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन शिफ्ट. वो इलेक्ट्रॉन किस ऑर्बिटल में शिफ्ट हो गया, एक्साइटेड स्टेट किस ऑर्बिटल में जाके इलेक्ट्रॉन छोड़ा. तो यहाँ से हम क्या करेंगे, हमें एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला पता, वी नो ई एन इज इक्वल टू minus 13.6 electron volt per atom. Then for the first orbital energy is minus 13.6. So E1 is equal to minus 13.6. Now if electron is present in this position, then energy supplied is 12.1. So we can say that it is 12.6 electron volt. Energy this is absorbed by this, so this come out to be 1.50 and it is 1, 12.6, 13.6 by 1.2 electron volt is energy is given, so it come out to be 12.1 electron volt is the energy supplied to it. So it come out to be 1.5 electron voltage. This is the energy of the electron in that orbit. ये एनर्जी उस ऑर्बिट के अंदर होगी, क्योंकि देखो हमारा ग्राउंड स्टेट के अंदर जब इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट था तो उसकी एनर्जी कितनी थी, इन द फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट इट इज माइनस 13.6. हमने उसको एनर्जी कितनी दी, 12.1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. तो माइनस 13.6 प्लस 12.1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. सो उस ऑर्बिट में हमारी एनर्जी कितनी आई है, 1.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. देन एनर्जी इन दैट ऑर्बिट विल बी minus 13.6 over n square, it will be minus 1, it equal to minus 1.5. Minus a minus cancel, so n square will be equal to 13.6 by 1.5. So it will approximately cancel into 9. Then n will be equal to under the root of 9 and it come out to be 30. So the electron will jump from the फर्स्ट एनर्जी लेवल टू द, मान लो फर्स्ट एनर्जी लेवल, जब उसको हमने एनर्जी दी इट विल जंप इनटू द थर्ड एनर्जी लेवल. This is numerical. This question is also based on the Bohr model of atom. Okay students, this is very important topic, Bohr model of atom. Try to solve questions and numericals of NCERT and any book you have based on the Bohr model of atom. Till then,